Hello, and thank you for watching and listening to another episode of Unmedicated and Educated with Keita Rose. I'm Keita Rose, and here we deep dive, dissect, and sometimes diagnose, because it seems everyone, including myself, has lost their damn minds. If you are new here, thank you so much for giving me a try. If you're an OG, then you already know what the is going on. Like, share, subscribe, talk shit in the comments, you know. Tell me how you really feel. And y'all have been telling me how you feel about this love after lockup, baby. And I've been reading every one of your comments. Thank you so much for being engaged and talking to me. I had no idea how popular this show is. It's crazy. And so right now we're doing a reality recap. So I'm combining two episodes because I'm a little late, if you guys haven't noticed, but also too, the first episode, Daughter-in-Law or Mistress, was really boring. But then the second episode, Free Candice, was super good. So we decided to combine the two. So it starts off with Ayana and Jamal. You know, our favorites. And so basically Ayana is riding in the car with her brother and she's like, me and Jamal are getting married, period. He's like, you know, don't you guys want to wait a bit? She's like, no, I know this is the one. Hold on, he's calling. So she answers the phone and, you know, Jamal's like, well, yo, boopy, who you with? Who you talking to? She's like, I'm in the car with my brother. So he's like, hey, you know, let me talk to homeboy. So he's like, yeah, man, what's good? He's like, what's good? So you're going to marry my sister. Like, I love how everybody's like to the point. So we all want to know, are you going to marry Ayana? And he hesitates for the longest time. Yeah, man. Yeah. But I was just thinking that maybe, you know, she should allow me like a 2-year grace period. You know, I'm coming out of jail and just different things like that. So Ayana grabs the phone, starts screaming, wait, what are you talking about? What are you talking about? This is news to me. I didn't know that you wanted to wait 2 years. Why are you saying this now? And honestly, Ayana, damn, he's just getting out of jail. Like, he doesn't even have enough time to focus on what he's about to do. What job is he about to have? If he's gonna get his hands dirty again, or if he's gonna walk the straight and narrow. Like, God, give him a second. Basically, Ayana has been harping on marrying Jamal, and what I really think it is, like, yeah, I'm sure she wants to be married. She has 2 kids, and she's ready to settle down, but what I really think it is you feel bad that you can't really take a man from anybody. You can't take anybody that doesn't want to be took in, right? But you feel bad that you played up in your best friend's face and you was in a house playing like you was all cool, but really what you was eyeing Jamal and you was plotting on him. And that's the reason why you feel bad. Now you want him to come out and you want everybody to know that, like, this is real. This is real. I'm not just some hoe. This is not just a fling. I didn't ruin my 20-year friendship for no reason. I'm getting married to this man. He's the only man I'm going to be with. And when that crashes and burns, we will all be there to watch. I'm sorry. I don't like to pray on nobody's downfall, but like, you prayed on your best friend's downfall. You sat up there in that lady's house and pretended to be her friend, pretended to just be like a neutral party when you were sitting up there sleeping with Jamal. And now you want him to come out of jail and marry you so that everybody knows, like, that's the real deal. Sorry, you can't step in front of true love. Like, they were destined to be. No, sadly, no. So anyways, before my blood pressure rises, it goes to Shante and True. And it's always sad to see it's a good thing and it's a bad thing to see our children have like more common sense than us. Because on one end, they were raised right? So Shante and her daughter are talking and her daughter gets a one-on-one, and basically her daughter says that her mother never had a really good track record when it comes to men, that she gives so much of herself and it's not reciprocated, and she just needs to fall back and really just allow a man to come to her and want to be with her. And I'm like, wow, that's so level-headed. Did your mom teach you that? Clearly not. Where was your daddy in your life? Like, what is it when our children know more than us? On one end, like I say, it's good because you want your children to do better than you. I want my child to have more money than me. I want my child to have more common sense than me. I want my child to make better decisions than I did. Like, I want my child to be better than I am. So on one end, that's good. But when it comes to situations like this where they're sitting back and having to give you advice on what to do with your prison boo, I can't imagine. I really would like to see if the shoe was on the other foot and Shante had to look at her daughter that was chasing after and investing in all this money into this prison boyfriend, right? What would you tell your daughter? If your daughter came to you with the same situation that you're in right now, like, what is some of the advice you would give to your daughter? Because it seemed like out of y'all two, she's the only one that has common sense, and that's wild. So basically, True calls, right? And she's like, hey, listen, my pictures got sent back. For those of you that don't know, Shante and True have never actually seen each other in person.
Have y'all seen each other, like...
No, I send him pictures almost every day.
But her brother-in-law, Fred, who was also an inmate, decided to hook them up. Through their talking and I guess bonding, they decided to get engaged. So every day, Shante takes photos and sends them to True. This time, the photos got sent back. And Shante is like, why? So she calls up to the prison and the prison is like, well, there's only two reasons why. It's either he's in trouble, he did something with contraband and he got in trouble and he's not allowed to get mail and so we have to send it back, or he's gotten some really explicit, nasty, booty out, areolas showing photos. Was that you? Did you send him those nasty photos, Shante? And Shantae's like, well, I know he doesn't want to jeopardize his freedom, so he's not gonna mess around with contraband. So that must mean that he's, getting naked pictures and nasty pictures from somebody, but I don't send photos like that. It's only been photos of my face, so I really don't know what's going on. And so she calls True and she asks him and he like, I don't know. True is very like, I don't know. Why are they saying that you might have been getting nasty photos? Like, what's going on? True, like, are you talking to other women? Like, what's going on?
I don't know, bitch. Damn.
Like, he's very just cut and dry, very direct. I'm not sure, don't know what you're talking about. And then I guess after throwing so many excuses at her, he was able to think of, what to say. So he was like, oh, that's right.
I got a homeboy named Two Braids.
That's right, folks. Not one braid, not three braids. You heard this here. This is an exclusive.
Two Braids. And basically he was telling me that he was talking to some females. And I was like, oh, what type of females do you like? And he was all like, well, I can send you photos of them. So Two Braids sent me nasty photos of women probably, and I got in trouble. That's what happened.
Okay. I would have hung up the phone. I'm not going to talk to you anymore. If the only way that you can hurt an inmate is if you cut off sending him money, cut off sending him help for his books, cut off all communication, I'm doing all that. You're hurting me. I'm not going to be a part of this anymore. Next case. Next damn caller. No. Absolutely the not. You've been getting nasty photos, 2 braids, 3 braids, 9 plaits. Haven't sent you anything. Do you think I'm stupid? So then we move on to Rick and Sam. So basically Sam is like, hey, I really want to get married. Rick is like, hold on a bit. Sam's like, why are you hesitating to marry me? Now, Sam's been married before, and then he lets us know that his ex-wife is getting 1/4 of his pension for the rest of her life. Like, that's what she got to take out of the divorce settlement. Damn. I can't even die happy with my $63 a month. You're going to take $14 of it. And so I can see why he might be a little apprehensive about getting married again. Like, it didn't work the first time, didn't work the second time, and now she took some money, and now I'm gonna be married to an inmate, which I love you, boo, and yeah, I met you in high school, but I really don't know, if this is gonna work out. I hope it does, but I'm not sure. So basically, they're talking about this reunion. Apparently, this is a very small town. I don't know where the hell these people are. I ain't even gonna lie to you. I didn't even do my research. I don't know where the hell these people are, but apparently it's a small town, and so everybody from high school knows each other even 70 years into the future, right? So they've had a 10-year reunion, a 20-year reunion. So last year at the 30-year reunion, damn, how you doing, Jack? Same as last year, same as 10 years ago. You got your kids back? You find out how to get some teeth? No, veneers are expensive. All right, hit you up in the next 40. Damn, how many times do we have to see each other? How many times do we need to reunite? We seen each other in high school. That was enough. Anywho, basically, Sam feels a little weird and she feels the type of way about Rick going to this reunion because last time he got freaky with a whole bunch of women from high school. He got freaky with them women, flirting, sex, all that. And so he's like, nah, baby, nothing to be worried about. But he receives a FaceTime call from one of the girls that was at the last reunion, and they I'm sorry, girls, these women are 65. Some of the women, some of the hens, if you will, from high school, and basically she's like, I can't wait to see you. Are you coming? And Rick's like, yeah, I'm gonna be there. And she's like, oh, great, because, me and you, we just got our thing, our thing. And I think she was trying to hint, older women, they don't really like being vulgar. They don't really like getting down to the get down. I think she was trying to say, are you going to give me that D again like you gave it to me last time? Really been fiending for it. Kind of miss it. I know you're in a relationship. Don't really care. So Sam honestly has every right to feel a certain type of ways. She also wants to know if he's telling all their friends that they're going to get married. And he's like, nah, they know we together, but that's about it. And it's this whole time I've been feeling really bad for Rick. He's been crying. crying with his nieces saying, I hope I don't get hurt this time. But he's being just as much of a player, and he's playing with Sam just as much as he believes that she's playing with him. Damn. All she wants is for you to move down to where she's moving to and to make it official and put a ring on the finger. I mean, damn, does it really take 65, 75, 85 years to settle down? When are men going to settle down? Men don't settle down until they're 96 years old. Okay, fine. Doctor says I only got 1/3 of my heart left and 6/5 of my lungs. So it's me and you, baby. Hell no. I'm with Sam. Tell everybody, make it official, marry me, or get off my phone, get off my line. Stop wasting my damn time. So we're back at Ayana and Jamal. All right. So Ayana finally pulls up, because that's where she and her brother were driving to. She finally pulls up to Jamal's family's apartments. Basically, you know, his sister and his mother is outside. And they like, hey, what's going on? You know, now Ayana let us know that she has met his mom before. In fact, she's met his whole family when she was over there with her best friend, you know, playing the friend role. So the mother doesn't know her as the wife or the girlfriend. The mother knows her as his ex's friend. So already I know they side-eyeing Ayana like, you really kind of trifling. I wish my son would bring a woman home and then she brings her friend and then he messes around and come and bring her friend. You can't come over here. I wish you guys the best. If you guys have a baby, I'll be there. I guess if you want me in the baby's life, but I'm not going to participate in that foolishness. And it's just crazy how much children will like put their parents through, because that's a lot. So Ayana's like, you know, his mama don't really know me as like, you know, his wife. His mother doesn't know that like she's my mother-in-law. His mother just knows me as, you know, the friend. And I'm like, you're not his wife. That isn't your mother-in-law. Also too, I gotta tell my son, I'm gonna tell him after this. Also too, don't come and have no hoe come to my door talking about Mama Keita.
Who is you? Mama? Did I miss a wedding? Was I not invited to the wedding? I don't understand. I'm not your mother, bitch. Find your mama.
I'm not your mother. Basically, Ayana's mom is like, you know, do you really trust Jamal? Which is very fair because, you know, he was with your best friend and now he switched to you. He's really not nothing to be trusted. Like, do you trust Jamal? And so she's like, yeah, absolutely. And so the mom is like, well, how do we know to trust you? You know, I know how strippers get down. And I'm like, not you gonna call me. I am a hoe. I messed over my best friend to be with her man, but like, I'm not a hoe like that. I mean, I don't just give it to everybody. I give it to some people. I give it to people I'm not supposed to, but I don't give it to everybody. Good Lord. Jamal finally calls. And so the mom gets on the phone and she's like, you know, do you think Ayana's the one? And then he's like, yeah, you know, she's definitely the one. Like, that's my girl. And she's like, okay, so you're gonna get married to her. They go that pause again. He like, I don't know about all that. She like, well, I mean, you were married once before. And Ayana's like, hold on.
What you mean?
So yeah, he was married before. He was married to another woman. They were spiritually married. You're going to be his second wife. Now before, I'm sorry, because I missed a very important part, y'all. Before his mom told Ayana that she would not be his first wife, she would be his second, Ayana was very, very much so proud about being Jamal's, hold on for this one,
Fifth baby mama.
She was like, yeah, I'm gonna be like lucky number 5. You already got 2 kids. He has at least 4 because he has 4 other baby mamas. And you wanna be lucky number 5? Okay. I'm telling you now, my son got one time to play with me. I'm disowning him. I hope this video stay up forever. Please watch this 20 years from now. Juju, if you're watching this, I swear to God, if you play with me, I'm disowning you and all of your kids. I don't care. I don't care. I'm not gonna be there. That's way too much. What you mean 5 baby mamas, 2 wives? So anyway, Jamal's like, listen, we were spiritually married. Don't be mad, Ayana. We were spiritually married. It wasn't nothing I didn't tell you because I didn't think it was important. And just like that, she's back to, okay, well, we just need to make sure that we're gonna get married, okay? Okay, I hope you guys get married, boo. Next, we have Teenie and Rob. Now, Teenie, if you remember, has the cameras all over her house because Rob is a shot caller and needs to be able to like see whatever is going on in the home. But Teenie had, in the last episode, took down the cameras because Rob pissed her off. He was supposed to come home. They had plans. Cheyenne, her daughter's birthday is coming up and they had plans to go to Florida, but Rob let her know that that he made an executive decision and decided to stay in jail for a couple months so that he didn't have to get out on parole. Which, if you think about it, is a good decision, but how many more months are you gonna make this family wait? The kids are already calling you daddy, pappy, you're already papa. This is a situation, and I'm with Teenie, this is a situation that you should have let me know. You should have told me about, but he didn't think that was, he didn't think that was necessary. Along with the fact that he didn't think it was necessary to tell her that he has his ex plastered on his shoulder. Like, he's been hiding that from her the whole time. So Rob has a tendency to hide and Rob has a tendency to lie. So basically, she lets her kids know, like, Rob's not coming home.
I wanted to talk to you guys about Daddy because we all know that he's supposed to have been coming home here soon, right?
Suppose.
Yes.
What do you mean?
I just want to say this. Teenie, despite how I disagree with this relationship or being with any inmate, Teenie has an amazing relationship with her children. Her children are clean. They speak well. They look good. Like, they are really good children. So you could tell she really did a good job being a single mom. And I know how hard it is for some women to feel like, damn, I've been giving it my all. I've been doing it thus far. The kids are 10, 13, they're well on their way to growing up. And I just want somebody. So I do believe that Teenie deserves somebody. And I just want to point that out, that she is a really good mom. Now, despite the fact that, the kids are calling the inmate papa, the only reason I disagree with that is just for the simple fact that you don't really know. He's been in jail his whole life. And though you think you know somebody, you don't even know somebody really until you live with them and really get to know them. I'm sorry, but I am so against this whole narrative of like, oh, a man should know. A man should know. You guys have been together for a year. Why aren't you married? Marriage, kids, huge commitment. Hold on. Get to know that person. It take 2-3 years just to unravel some damn lies. I mean, damn. I didn't find out a lot about my ex until the 4th year. And I was like, oh, wow. Whew, shit. You don't think you could have told me this like month 1? He's like, nah, because I knew you wouldn't have messed with it. A lot of people put masks on so that you can fall in love in hopes that you'll be so in love that you won't leave, or so committed, so locked in with a marriage or kids that you can't leave them. And it's like, damn, there's a lot of succubus in this world, okay? A lot of people preying on the weak, preying on, I wouldn't say the weak, but like the good-hearted. And so if you got a good heart, to watch out for yourself and to practice discernment. So hopefully Teenie has practiced enough discernment and really does believe that like Rob is the one. So then we go on to Joey and Michael. Now Michael's basically been telling Joey that he's not freaky enough for him. He's trying to have phone sex. He's trying to do things, to him, and he's not really turning him on. So Joey decides to talk to one of his friends, Nirmana, who's a sex columnist, and she's kind of a big deal in the LGBTQ community. So basically Joey is talking to Nirmana and they're talking about sex, and she's trying to teach Joey how to give fellatio. She's like, basically, you want to add a lot of saliva, you want to use both hands, you want to keep the same pace, you don't want to go like a lot, really quick, then really slow. And I'm like, Joey, you ain't had no practice on the D, boo-boo. You need to practice on the D, boo-boo, because your man is coming out, and apparently Michael is a certified freak. You supposed to be able to give it to your man when he needs it and when he wants it, okay? So I'm glad that he's like reaching out to this sex therapist, but like it just seemed like people priorities is messed up for me, because like, wait, where's he gonna work? Before I talk about getting wet, dry, before I talk about laying it on you, and before I want to give you head, give you hands, give you feet, I want to know where you're gonna work at. Are they hiring at the Piggly Wiggly? Is Brookshire's hiring? Like, are you, Chick-fil-A is paying really well. Chick-fil-A is paying really well, baby. Like, I want to know where you're going to be employed at, because you need to help me with my parents. Like, what's going on? Basically, Joey's just really coming to the realization that, Michael doesn't have a job, and so he really wants a man with a plan, and Michael doesn't seem to have one. He's a career criminal. He might not be so freaky with Michael because he's gonna have to be Michael's mom when he gets out. And so Nirmana's like, yeah, like, you're not gonna want to give head to your, son. You're not gonna want to be sexual with somebody that you have to be a parent to. And it's so true. I think a lot of the times as women and men, we get with people that can't really do for themselves, and we think, oh, it's okay. I got it. I'm strong enough. I make enough money. I'm okay. But we don't realize that in a couple of years, that resentment builds up, and then you don't want to have sex anymore. You don't want to do things anymore because you're not an adult. And honestly, you're not turning me on. You got to show me something. I can't show you. I'm not showing you no booty, no pussy until you show me what your bank account is looking like. You got some money? No? Oh, well, I'm closed for business. I can't do it. So then we go on to poor Andrew and Candice. Poor Andrew and Candice. Candice is playing him like a damn fiddle. So he's really excited for her to get out. He's gone on and got this apartment and he's really excited to see her. He just really wants to set everything up. So he asked one of her friends from prison to come over and help him pack. And so I really didn't like her. Her name was Denise and I really did not like her because Denise kept saying shit like, oh, she's playing you like a fiddle. And I mean, even though it's true, it's like, damn, like you're not really warning him. You're kind of just like laughing at him and you just as bad as she is. So Denise is saying things like, ooh, she's going to run all over you. You're just like a puppy. She's playing you like a fiddle. And it's like Andrew's not catching on. So Denise goes to the bathroom. And first and foremost, I'm sorry. And I know this is like super wrong. But like if you're an inmate, don't go into my bathroom. Why are you there? And don't go there for a long time. You shooting up? What are you doing?
Is there a needle? What are you doing? You rolling up?
What? Are you doing drugs? What are you doing in my bathroom? Don't open the door. Don't do that in my house. But, he trusts her. And so she goes into the bathroom and she talks to Candice. And she's like, yeah. She's like, he set up everything for you, girl. Like, everything. There's a refrigerator. There's a couch. Mind you, Andrew's financial advisor said that he was broke, so he actually has to dig into his savings in order to furnish the house. And so she's like, yeah, like he has everything set up for you. You gonna really play him. And you can tell Candice is kind of she's good at being a con. And she says things like, oh, I love him. I love him so much. And it's like, girl, Denise is like, girl, he's about to give you everything you want. Like, he got you all these gifts. You finna play him, right? And Candice is like,
yeah, I love him. I love him.
And it's like really good, Candice. That's super smart. Like, don't say that shit on camera. Like, hey, girl, call me on your regular phone when the cameras are not there so we can laugh at how this man is tricking on us and how we licking him because he's a big ass lick. Like, let me know then, but don't say it now. Don't say it now. You about to blow my cover, bitch. Damn. Low key, that's some hater ass shit. A little bit. Like, I'm trying to tell him low key that he's getting played, hopefully, so that maybe he comes over to me. I don't know. What do y'all think? I don't know. So basically, Candice gets out and he's like, I really can't wait. I really can't wait to see you. I want to get married to you. He picks her up. She sees a brand new truck. She's like, I need a cigarette. I need cigarettes. Like, baby, damn, you don't want to break the habit? I mean, you got a brand new car. You got all these purses. You got a brand new apartment. What the f*** are you stressed about? She's like, I need a cigarette. I guess you're stressed because you have to pretend like you like this man. You don't like this man. She's like, yeah, he's really, I'm in love with him because of the way that he loves me. And you never, ever, ever, y'all listen to me. You never ever want somebody that you love to say, I love the way you love me. Do y'all remember that Gucci Man song that was like,
I love things about her, but I don't love her. I love the way she treat me, but I don't love her. I love the way she me, but I don't love her. I love things about her, but I still don't love her.
It's like she don't love you. I love things about you. I love the way you buy me gifts. I love the way you spoil me. I love the way you love me. But I don't have anything about you, like your characteristics, how nice you are, how good of a father you are, how good in bed you are. Like, I have nothing about you that I love, but the way that you love me. You never want somebody to say that. I don't care. So she's like, Andrew isn't really like my type. And it's like, yeah, you think he's ugly and you don't want to be with him, but you're not quite the looker either. I mean, like 10 years in jail, 10 years of getting in trouble with the law, and I guess smoking cigarettes, 6 years of being in jail. Like, honey, like, let's get out and just be happy that somebody is giving us attention and gifts. I need to up my standards because I'd be like, oh my God, you picked me up and you got a 10-piece from Churches. I'm gonna marry this man. I'm going to marry you. So, I mean, she got all that shit and she still can't even fake loving that man. So he starts to kiss her and he's like, am I doing too much, baby? Am I overwhelming you? And it's like, yes, you're overwhelming me. Shit, back up. Back up. I don't like you. Give me my stuff. Anyway, he gets on one knee and hesitantly and regretfully she says yes. So congratulations to Candice and Andrew. So basically we go back to Teenie and Rob. Teenie's mom is shopping with her and she's like, hey, we're going to use Rob's money. Apparently, Rob is a shot caller, but also calls himself an alpha male and basically says that he likes to take care of the household and provide and pay for all the bills. We love a king that provides. So thank you so much. It was just, for me, how he provides. Like, he says that he sells shoes and sells things on the side and that he plays poker and he wins a lot of money. So he's able to, make about $6,000 to $7,000 to cover the household bills. And it's like, I love that. And I also love the fact that, like, he thinks as a man, he should be able to provide and he should, protect and provide. That's awesome. But like when you get out and you can't play poker or sell shoes, what is the plan? So I'm really interested into finding out like what is his plan? What are you going to do for money? How are you going to provide for this family? Because Teenie's a stay-at-home mom and Teenie pretty much has it good. Like she gets to sit pretty, be very, very pretty, raise her beautiful kids and just like in her beautiful home. And yeah, like good for her. She's living the life, I guess. So her mom comes over and she's like, keep your purse closed. We're going shopping and we're spending Rob's money. Mom's cool with it. So mom's in the store and she starts crying. Like, I was a single mom and I couldn't spend as much time with you as I really wanted to. And now I feel like when I see you with the kids, I get really sad because life is just happening so quickly and things are just moving so fast. And Teenie's like, don't cry, Mom. And she's like, well, also too, like, you're with this inmate and like, I don't really know. Things are going to be different. Is he going to take time from me? Like, what's going on? Are you still going to hang out with me? Are you still going to be there? What's going to change? And I don't know him. And do you trust him? And he's been in jail for so long. Like she has you can tell that there is such a big difference and y'all, family matters. The way that you were developed and the way that you were, raised matters. You can tell that Teenie's mom tried her hardest and was like the best mom that she could have ever been. And then you see Rob's mom, and no shade to Rob's mom, but then you see like, I like his ex better and I need money and da-da-da. It's like, it's different. She's basically just afraid about how Rob will come in and adjust. And Teenie's like, Mom, don't be scared. It's not like we're starting a family. We're just adding a new member. And it's like, no, but your mom is right. You're adding a new member and somebody that the kids are going to look up to, somebody that the kids are going to look forward to him guiding, right? You're going to let this man lead your household. And Rob even said that Teenie's not as submissive as he wants her to be, right? I don't know how damn submissive I can be. I mean, shit, I got the cameras all around the fucking house. I don't know how submissive Rob wants Teenie to be. What do you want me to do? Just sit down and do what? But I don't really know. Maybe he'll elaborate on what he means by he wants Teenie to be more submissive, but it's like Rob is going to have to adjust to this new situation. Y'all don't fit in with Rob. Y'all don't adjust for Rob. He needs to be able to adapt with this family and the way this family has been running for the last 13 years. And it's like, I don't know if he'll be able to do that. Mainly because he hasn't ever been a dad. He hasn't ever been a husband. He hasn't ever been a free man. He's been in jail all of his life. I think that the mom has every right to show concern about this relationship. I don't think she's hating. I don't think that she wants it to fail, but I do think that she's concerned, and I would be too as a mom. Teenie reassures her, Mom, don't worry about it, but that whole scene had me like, damn, that's a black woman that cared. That's a black woman that gave her all to raise her kids. I hope Rob does right. So then it goes to Joey and Michael. Joey is really excited about doing this whole phone sex thing. So he gets a hotel room because he's uncomfortable with having phone sex or doing anything nasty in the house of his parents, as you should be. Daddy's down the driveway dumping out the trash and you dumping it, backing up, back it up and dump it, back it up and dump it. In front of freaking Michael on Zoom. Don't do that shit in my house. I'm so serious. I am so serious. Don't do that shit in my house. So he gets a hotel room and, he decides to get really freaky with Michael. But Michael wants to talk about something else. He's like, why did my friend tell me that you are on a hookup website? Basically, this conversation takes up the whole time that they're supposed to get freaky on the phone. And Joey's like, so what if I'm on a hookup website? Like, you're in jail. And all this time I've been feeling like, oh, Joey's so innocent and Joey's so this and Michael's so this and that. Michael's so mean and Michael's gonna get Joey, in trouble and bring him down to Michael's level and basically have him going down the wrong path. But like, no, you are not so innocent, nasty. What you talking about? Whether or not he's in jail. You said you were only committed to Michael. So then we move on. The end of the episode, the end of Free Candice is Ayana and Jamal. And basically, Ayana has a Zoom meeting with her judge. The judge is going to tell her how long she's going to be in prison, but she catches an attitude. She catches an attitude with the judge. Like, her daughter is screaming in the background. She's trying to feed the daughter and make breakfast for her daughter. The judge is like, hey, I'm sorry, but you're going to have to pay attention to this because I'm trying to tell you how much time you're going to have to serve in prison. So pay attention to me. Give me respect. And Ayana can't respect anybody. She doesn't respect her mom. She doesn't respect herself. She doesn't respect her daughter and her kid, so she can't necessarily give respect. And so the judge is like, all right, well, you're gonna go to jail for 15 days, but you might also have to do 4 years of probation. How about that? And Ayana is floored. She is tight. She is throwing her phone. She's yelling and cursing in front of her daughter. She's upset. And so Jamal calls and she's like, I don't give a understand. The judge is such a bitch. So what? I had an attitude. I have to feed my daughter. And it's like, listen, as a mom, and you knew you had a Zoom meeting at 10 o'clock, when I tell you that baby would have been washed, fed, and put to the side so that I wouldn't have to worry about that, so I can have this conversation with this judge. This judge doesn't think that you're taking this seriously, and that's why she's going to sentence you to 4 years probation. So yeah, you might only have 15 days in jail, but you're going to be locked up, like drug tested, check-ins, all that, can't go here, can't leave the state without permission, all that for 4 years, because not only did you catch a nasty ass little attitude and little girl, I don't know who you talking to, but you're not showing me that you're taking this serious. This is like your 5th offense. It's time to jump into reality. It's time to snap into it and stop acting like a little child. Grow the fuck up. Anyways, y'all, I'm really, really thinking, because girl, let me tell you, Teenie have reached out. She says that, I might have gotten things all wrong about her family, continue to watch the seasons and let, her know how I feel about certain things. She says she's a fan, so we love you, Teenie, and I think you're beautiful. Thank you for watching. But she also says that she has no issue with sitting down with the, on the unmedicated couch and having a conversation. And I'm like, oh my God, that would be great. I would love to talk to Teenie. And so, guys, let me know in the comments what other couples from any of the shows would you like me to sit down and have like an unmedicated podcast conversation with? Like, let me know. Joey, Michael, Sam, Rick, like, who do you love? Even from 90 Day, like, who do you love? Who would you like me to have like a more in-depth conversation with? Because it seems like me and Teenie gonna be talking soon. I'm super excited. Super excited. Okay, y'all, I love you so much. Thank you so much for listening to my recap. Thank you so much for watching and listening to another episode of Unmedicated and Educated. Until next time, damn it, I'll holla.